Adopting agents for semiconductor design is no longer an option. Every company is scrambling to gain whatever efficiency and edge it can in the complex, time-sensitive world of design, circuit routing, and manufacturing. AI agents are entering semiconductor design flows in the form of coding agents, MCP-based agents, EDA vendor agents, and internally developed agentic scripts, and they often arrive before any review process can standardize them. In addition, there's the issues of licensed cores, foundry PDKs, and EDA tool outputs that carry contractual obligations, and one leak can breach them. So, the question that many are asking is fairly basic. How can I adopt agents in the design flow without exposing our IP and third-party IP to risks of data leaks? Well, it's clear that design teams need to limit the agent activity by project. Data needs to stay inside of the project that it's designed for. Teams need to inspect agent credentials and have a way to enforce that agent behavior without relying on the AI agent, its hooks, or its configuration. One of the difficulties is that an AI agent can expose critical IP without violating an existing rule. The user, the device, and the destination, they can all be approved, and the agent can still decide to behave in very non-human ways. And the missing context is which project the agent is acting for and what actions it's permitted to take at the approved destination. Strong boundaries enforced outside the agent, combined with session inspection, are the only way to ensure compliance. In Zentera's model, the Z-Link endpoint sensor identifies the agent and its project at the host, whether sanctioned or shadow, and enforces network reachability. All agentic traffic, whether it's from the agent or spawned processes, is routed to the AI session controller for inspection and compliance with expected behavior. This model establishes the basic processing for a single agent on a single host. So, how does this build into project-aware boundaries? For this, Zentera has introduced the concept of an enclave. An enclave is a virtual space that is meant to contain all the assets of a project. The servers, the end-user machines, the MCP servers, the LLMs, agents, and data sources, whether cloud-based or internal or some of both. The critical thing is that the combination of a Z-Link enforcement on the host and an AI session controller ensures the data flows within and external to the project are enforced. Enclaves, turns out, provide a number of important benefits. First, reachability. Something in Project B can't reach anything in Project A's enclave. Virtual chambers shield the highest value assets, such as foundry PDKs, from compromised agents inside any of the boundaries. Credentials. Provider API credentials can remain at the controller and never on the session host. When sessions use centrally managed credentials rather than user-held keys, any session using an unknown key can be blocked. Inspection. Sessions terminate at the controller for inspection in flight, whether prompts, uploads, responses, tool calls, with detection and blocking on keywords, PII, and sensitivity labels. Evidence. Decrypted content and session records remain in systems you designate, inside your environment, and they're suitable for customer and partner audits. There's not another agent hook, there's no cloud proxy. Everything stays on site. Zentera's network overlay enforces project-scoped reachability at the host. The AI session controller runs in your environment as a virtual machine. It holds credentials and inspects sessions without depending on the agent's prompts, hooks, or configuration. Agentic traffic does not traverse a Zentera-hosted cloud or a SASE point of presence. There's no agent-side hooks, there's no agent replacement. The designers keep the agents and the workflows they have. Zentera simply enforces the project boundaries. Zentera has operated in production enterprise environments at Siemens and Cadence for years. And so Ensage AI is tailored for semiconductor design workflows by a team with deep semiconductor experience. Would you like to know more? Well, you can validate the boundary against one of your own real design workflows. Bring an agent, a project, and its approved data, tools, models, and credentials. We will map the enforcement path, we'll test the out of project reachability, credential misuse, and we'll define a validation plan. You can schedule an Ensage architecture review by contacting us at sales@zentera.net.